Alright, so this is a Paladin deck that's based around Prince Liam. Playing against another Paladin deck. The Maul's probably pretty good here. This is probably not a card I want in my opening hand. So Hearthstone uses a partial mulligan system, so I just get to mulligan cards that are likely not good. My opponent's also playing a Paladin deck, so it's an aggressive mirror match of sort. It's an aggressive mirror of sorts. Won't be playing, likely will be playing, yeah. So there are cards, if you haven't played Hearthstone recently, that if you have them in your deck at the start of the game, they modify your hero power in some way if your deck meets the requirement. So my opponent's deck is going to be all even costed cards, and the bonus they get for that is their champion power costs half as much. So I want to say that they're probably going to be the aggressor in this matchup, so I'm gonna try and play board control here. One of the things that's very different about Hearthstone coming from Magic is that the units, the minions, can attack every other units in play directly, which makes the gameplay extremely interactive. It's as though every unit, every creature or minion that you play out is a removal spell. So when every minion you play can effectively be a removal spell, it leads to very interactive gameplay. Because it's not just spells that allow you to interact with your opponent's boards. Huh. What does this do? Give your minions taunt. I don't know. I don't really have profitable attacks into this 2/3. So I think I'm just going to play out this Dire Wolf. And then I'm going to play my Protector here. So the order you put your minions on the battlefield matters too, because this one, for instance, says the minions next to it get +1 attack. So I'm going to ignore my opponent's 2/3 because attacking into it isn't very profitable for any of my minions that can attack. I'm just going to attack their face directly. This minion has Taunt. So the interactive deck list has a double. You could minimize the interactive deck list if you want, because I have the deck list up on my actual screen for the overlay, because that allows people that watch this on YouTube in the future to be able to see the deck list. So they played out a 2/3 with Taunt. So now I can't attack my opponent directly. I have to attack one of their Taunt minions. I'm going to start by playing Call to Arms, I think, which is kind of a Collected Company style card. It grabs 3 units that cost 3 or less from my deck into play. Yes, yeah, if you are on a desktop computer, you should currently be able to mouse over cards on the screen and get them to pop up. So you can mouse over cards and get pop-ups very similar to what I have here. You can also mouse over cards in my deck list on the left-hand side and get a similar effect. I really don't have great attacks here. Maybe I'm just supposed to smash through, though. So I can smash this into... I can smash this into here, which then moves this to be adjacent, so it's now a 2/1 as well. And I'm going to go ahead and smash this into here as well. Yep, you can mouse over the player's decks as well to get that pop-up. I'm not going to attack this, and I don't think. I'm just going to end my turn here. I don't know why Wizards isn't funding it, but they really should be. It would make their game much more accessible. So they killed my Taunt minion, which means they can attack the rest of my minions directly. Yeah, they're just gonna attack my board down. Another Call to Arms is great here. It's gonna let me just grab more minions out of my deck and gas up here. Call to Arms actually isn't very good in this deck because you have so many 1-drops in your deck that it pulls out. Whereas some of the other Paladin decks have a higher density of 2-drops. Filling my board up nice is here. This card's super strong. Draw cards in your hand until you have as many cards as the opponent. So unless they play out a bunch here, next turn we can go like play Maul and then draw a bunch of cards. This card's really powerful. Whenever you play a minion, it deals 1 damage to a random enemy. So they killed one of my things. Yeah, if you're playing even, it always pulls 2 drops. That's correct. So they have 4 cards in their hand. Just gives my minions taunt. It's probably better after you, Liam. Yeah, that's fair. I just felt like I was behind enough that I wanted to play it out, but maybe that was a misassessment. Divine Favor draws 3 here, which is not the worst. So this can attack in here and survive, so that seems like an okay trade. And then these I'm just going to go ahead and send upstairs. I guess I could have attacked down, or my hero can attack this with the hammer. Yeah, that's good. That leaves them just their 2-3. So they have a lot of cards in hand, but we're a little bit ahead on board right now. That's really powerful. So this does 8 damage, split randomly among all enemies. And like, this card like that has some variance in it, but the opponent can also control where some of that damage goes by kind of keeping my board small before they play it. So, Knife Juggler is the first thing I want to play, because whenever another minion enters under my control, it deals a damage to something. And then I think I want to go ahead and hero power this, which is going to shoot a thing. Sweet. And we got to shoot that, which means I can kill this with my hammer. And then I'm going to go ahead and play my Wolf Rider out, which has charge, which means it can attack right away. So again, we're a little bit ahead on board, but opponent's got more cards in hand. If we can, I was just about to say, if we can ready with 2 troops and get this Fungal Mancer going, we'll be in a pretty good spot, but another Avenging Wrath to clear our board is pretty brutal. Firefly is a pretty good draw, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that out. When this comes into play, it makes another 1-2 in my hand, and then I'm gonna hit my hero power, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put Fungal Mancer out and pump these dorks up. Yeah, Wolf Rider seems like an odd inclusion. I'm not quite sure what the goal is of having that in the deck. They have Call to Arms of their own. That's gross. This gives it +4/+4 permanently. I guess we have Spellbreaker to just shut that down, which is nice. So I get to go ahead and Spellbreaker, which takes all the power-ups off of something. And then I think I just have to play board control here again. So kill this, kill this, kill this. And then hit this, hit this. I need to play around. They have a card that deals 2 damage to every enemy, so I really don't want to play out my last guy into that. You could maybe make an argument that I'm dead if they have that card anyways. This is a pseudo mirror. We're both playing Paladin, but we're playing different Paladin decks. So we're playing the same hero, but our decks are different. Yeah, call to arms definitely seems a little bit awkward in the deck list for sure. So I'm gonna put this here, which allows Fungal Master to eat this, and then I can send this upstairs and trade here, and then do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna commit to not being able to beat their sweeper. Yeah, I think the logic is that just like, because we're an aggressive deck, we're not going to draw Prince Liam every single game. So then some of the games where we don't draw Prince Liam, Call to Arms is still just like a fine card. What's the first step you should play in order to try this game out? You should just install it. It's free to install. The tutorial walks you through how to play really nicely. Getting pretty far behind here. That's a great draw. Give your minions Divine Shield. That's quite good. So Divine Shield buffs all my minions, so the next time they take damage, they just don't. So this can kill here. And then I can put this on here to kill this. And all of a sudden, I'm in control of the board again, right? They've only got 2 cards left here, so we actually caught back up here a little bit. All right, there's a Call to Arms to try and catch them back up a little bit here. Okay. So this can trade here, or eat here, since it still has a divine shield. My hero can kill this. I can trade this here. I'm down to 6 here, so we're getting a little bit close to dead. I'm pretty sure I'm just playing this owl out without anything to silence, because I just need to kill my opponent at this point. You have $50 you're willing to throw. You should buy the $5. Instantly punished. So silence takes all the modifiers off of a text. And then they played one of their best cards that I really want to silence. For $50, you should buy the $5 intro pack, and then you should buy 10 packs from Classic and 10 packs from Witchwood or Kobolds, most likely. The good news is we're kind of got to power through, but they got to draw a bunch of cards here. So again, we're ahead on board, but they have a bunch of cards in hand. We missed the Divine Shield when we played the Hammer for the Future. Oh, yeah, you're right. Looks like we're dead. Yeah. So close game, a lot of back and forth. And again, just like one of the things that I really enjoy about Hearthstone is that unlike Magic, where you have a lot of games where one player mulliganed a bunch and just didn't get to play, or they missed land drops, I really don't feel like there's many games of Hearthstone where I just like, well, I didn't get to play this game. There's some matchup variance for some of the decks, but a lot of the good decks in the format have a reasonable chance against most of the other good decks in the format. Let's take another crack here with the Paladin deck. Okay, we're playing against Warlock. So you see the opponent's class at the start of the game, which can kind of let you get an idea of what type of deck they might be playing. Yeah, but those games are few and far between in my experience with the good decks. I don't know who Ben Brode is, so I don't really have an educated or informed opinion on that. Playing an aggressive deck against the controlling deck, when you're on the draw in Hearthstone, in addition to getting an extra card in your opening hand, you also get a coin, which is a lotus petal. So you get a one-turn kick up on your mana, basically. When I'm on the draw with an aggressive deck against a control deck, I usually like to use the coin pretty aggressively, so I'm just going to go ahead and play 2 1-drops here.
The light protects me.
That was not the minion I intended to play. My hand kind of jumped as it generated another card. I was intending to play the Veteran there, but that is not how it worked out. So if I would have played the Veteran, this would have been a 2-power guy, which would have been better for me. The Richard Garfield of computers. That's interesting. So my opponent's hero power deals them 2 damage, lets them draw a card, so they're probably in the tank over whether they want to hit this or not this turn. Yep, they end up due. So I actually would have dealt 2 more points of damage this turn if I'd have played the right minion. Need to slow down a touch. So this gives these guys each an extra attack, so we still get to smash for 4 this turn. Well, no, I want to play this turn to start beating down Sky. So like if I would have played the Veteran, I'd have attacked for 6 that turn, which would have been better for me. We did technically play around Defile, you're not wrong. Do you think Hearthstone should have an 8-card board and a best 2 out of 3? No, I don't think so. I actually really like Hearthstone's tournament format. For those of you that aren't familiar, how Hearthstone's tournament formats tend to work is each player brings multiple constructed decks. Like the Conquest format's the most popular. Each player brings 4 constructed decks in that format, and you get to ban one of your opponent's decks from the 4 decks that they brought in their lineup. And then the first person to win 3 games, 1 game with each of their different decks, wins the set. So it's a super interesting format in my opinion. So they're playing more of a control build with Doomsayer that destroys all minions at the start of their turn. I guess I can actually kill this, huh? I can just play Veteran and just beat this down for 7.
Speak your peace.
I fight.
We're gonna get pretty savaged by a Defile here. So I'm just gonna make another guy with my hero power as opposed to playing more things out of my hand. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this in hero power to play around Defile a little bit. Defile is a 2-cost sweeper that deals 1 damage to everything. Oh, I should have put it on the other side. Yeah, because being adjacent to this dire wolf matters. So my sequencing and the ordering I put things on the board is relevant here. This feels like a Defile. Yep, so they're gonna clear the board here. This deals 1 damage to everything, and then if it kills something, it repeats that effect. Thankfully, we have this Call to Arms here, which is just gonna fill my board right back up.
Job's done.
Here's my 3 Dorkos, your move.
Out of my jungle.
This is a 1/4 with Taunt, which is a little annoying, but not the end of the world. That's an excellent draw. Do I play around another sweeper, chat?
Chill out.
Do I play around another sweeper? I can probably afford to play around a sweeper here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this on here and hit this. I think I am far enough ahead on board that I can afford to play around a sweeper. Sweet. Played around a sweeper and got rewarded.
Reporting for duty. Done.
All right, your turn. If they have a 3rd sweeper, obviously that sucks, but it is what it is. I feel like I've played the best I could with the resources I had. Yeah, it's just another Hellfire. Oh, yeah, give him. Speak softly and carry a big stick, chat. So this is a 4-attack weapon that we get 3 uses out of. And whenever we attack, we get 2 1/1s. Oh, beat him down. Beat him down. Ugh, gross. Get a 5/7. Whoa, they don't have any demons. Wow, that's good. Are they dead? They're at 13. I can deal 4, 5, 6. That's, I definitely just want to play this, right? I guess I don't even have that many 1-drops in my deck. So I'm going to go ahead and hit with this. And then I'm going to play Sunkeeper. Oh, I should have hit this. I messed up. My sequencing was bad there. Probably doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter because they're going to have Void Lord next turn, right? This should be a 3/3. My sequencing was bad. That's super going to matter.
This will be a massive.
Oh my god. It let them chain Goffrey because I punted. But they don't have another way to gain health, so we killed them anyways. Alright, so this card does 2 damage to everything when it enters, and then if something dies, it repeats that 2 damage. So my mistake almost came back to bite us. Thankfully, they didn't have a way to gain more health. Didn't matter. So the way this deck is playing out so far, it really feels like Prince just isn't worth it. Yes, I agree, Millo. The more I play Hearthstone, at least in this current standard format, there are far more sequencing decisions in this Hearthstone standard format than there are in a lot of games of Magic.
My blade burns with holy fire.
I will fight with honor.
All these cards seem great here. I'm actually going to keep them. It's another Paladin mirror.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Juggler's a great hit.
The light protects me.
Hey, Bash Gooder, thank you very much for the 5-month free subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
It's time for a little blood.
That's pretty good. That means, well, that was, as far as good draws go, that was definitely towards the top. That card's been great. The one of Blessing of Mine's been quite excellent. what does the Prince do? So the Prince, if you mouse over the deck list on screen, it'll show you. But it is a 5-drop that turns every 1-drop in my deck into... Oh god, that's great too. Into random legendary cards.
For justice.
So in general, it's better to use your weapon rather than trade in value on your minions, because weapons let us use our health total as a resource, whereas our minions will die and eventually no longer be a resource. Yeah, the Blessing of Might's been quite impressive, to say the least. So I'm gonna play Knife Juggler, and then I'll hit my hero power here, which is gonna let this shoot something. Hopefully one of these two. We get upstairs. I'm just gonna trade into their board here. I don't want them to kill my 4/1. This call to arms with the Knife Juggler out is just gonna be quite insane next turn. Yeah, the fact that the order in which you attack with your things matters in this game is such a huge deal. He's gonna put 3 things out, which is gonna let, come on, hit this. God bless. All right, so I guess I kind of want to trade these into here, I think. Although once I trade that one off, I can play this veteran out, which will hopefully shoot this. Tilt. My Knife Juggler has 1 spot it wants to attack, and that is the dome. If they have the card that deals 2 to everything, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. In fact, that card's probably a reason I should have played. Yeah, get out of here. And maybe should have played Squire over this to play around the deal 2. Yeah, I think I sequenced correctly, even if Juggler didn't do exactly what we wanted it to do. It used to have 3 attack. It seems really clean that they can just adjust the power level of cards rather than banning them outright. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I do appreciate it. So for those of you that are fans of the Hearthstone content, I'm doing Hearthstone consistently every Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. This deck list, as well as the Q block deck that we're going to play after this, are viewer submitted deck list. If you're interested in me playing your standard Hearthstone deck on stream, feel free to drop me a $10 donation if you're a subscriber, or a $20 donation if you're not a subscriber, and I'm happy to do that. Mulliganing those 3 drops against another Paladin deck. Sweet, we've got Prince in our opener, so we'll see if this is powerful this game is at. Today is not Tuesday or Thursday. Today is an extra bonus stream that's not on my schedule. So we played a little bit of Magic, and now we're wrapping up with some Hearthstone. So this is the card that this deck was kind of built around, which, other than a couple of weird cards like Wolf Rider, the core idea of this deck seems good. But like, these Wolf Riders seem really bad. The Blessing of the Might's actually been really good. If I was gonna play this, I might turn the Wolf Riders into like another Blessing, another Fungalmancer maybe.
The light protects me.
Sweet. Drawing another 1-drop here is great. I think. Do I want to coin the Firefly out aggressively? Do I want to coin the Firefly out aggressively? I don't think so. I think I want to save the coin for Prince since I have it. Oh, they're odd Paladin this time. So the last couple of Paladins we played against were even Paladin, which meant for their hero power cost 1. This guy's hero power costs 2, but it creates 2 1/1s. And get to double Firefly here and keep their board in check. The taunt minion's pretty good here. Although I guess I have Direwolf Alpha to punch through that. That'll be good a little bit later maybe. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Direwolf in between these two, which can say smash him, eat this. So again, we're ahead on board here. Is Odd Paladin even good? Asking the real questions.
Speak your peace.
This is a good, they get to eat this here. So I'm gonna get to coin Prince Liam out next turn. Gives me a 5/5 and upgrades the average quality of things in my deck by a good deal. I'm just gonna trade into their board here aggressively, I think. Since my card quality is gonna be higher than theirs on average now, I wanna just keep the board in check so I can overwhelm them with higher quality cards. Stonehill Defender is just a great card in general, right? I think I've yet to play a deck where I put Stonehill in it and felt unhappy with the decision. Are they gonna attack down my 5/5? They're not. So this will give my 5/5 taunt, which is nice. Knife Juggler. I think I'm gonna do this and then do this, giving my minions taunt. And you want to prioritize killing their Silverhand recruits because all of these Paladin decks have things that power up the Silverhand recruits. Oh, you think I should have giving the 1/1 taunt? Yeah, I guess that's true because they get to attack it down for free with this. That's very true. I didn't think about that.
Reporting for duty.
That's really brutal. Need like a call to arms. Divine favor is not what we're looking for. So I can smash this here,
For justice.
which takes a lot of stuff off the board. I think I'm just Juggler into Spellbreaker here. Yeah, I think I just need to put power and toughness on the board, basically. Hopefully this kills one of their things. God, my jugglers have one goal, and that is to dome my opponents. My jugglers are just like face, 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 face. I'm gonna concede to the give my guys +2/+2 and taunt. Yep. Super dead. So they played a 5-cost card there that gave all of their Silverhand recruits +2/+2 and taunt, which is one of the reasons to go after their Silverhand recruits aggressively. Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. So I don't think Kyle will mind if I cut these Wolf Riders that don't seem very good. I'm gonna trim these. What else doesn't seem great? We're gonna keep, he just wanted us to test Prince, so I'm gonna cut those. What did I say I was gonna put in? I was gonna put Stonehelm Defender in, I think. That card's pretty great. Argent Commander. Think that's better than Defender? Think that's better? I'm just gonna play the Defender. I think the Wolf's pretty bad. I like that the Defender lets you generate a little bit of card advantage, and some of these decks have some good taunts. So, donation decks with Hearthstone, since there aren't leagues for this game. I'm playing each deck for a minimum of 45 minutes. So if we finish a game and there is less than 45 minutes we've been playing it, I'll queue back up in with it again.
Uther versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I think Stonehill is great. So like Stonehill on the surface doesn't look like a good get my opponent dead card, but in reality, Stonehill prevents my other cards that are getting my opponent dead from dying. Yeah, taunt is good because it protects your guys from their bigger guys.
Happy Noble Garden.
I'm gonna be aggressive here and coin out 2 1-drops so that way next turn I can floop this Direwolf Alpha into play and crack them for 4. I have nothing to do. Hey, we found the prince too. That's sweet.
Let the pain speak to me.
That's a good hit. So this will let me freeze this, which means I can't attack next turn. They could Dragon us next turn, but I've got 2 guys with Divine Shield, so that seems fine. What's going on, Revan?
Is someone injured?
Cleric, sure. Yes, you're right. I should put cards over here for the wolf. Still getting used to that sequencing mattering. I'm pretty sure I'm just smashing upstairs with everything here. I guess I could trade in on this, so that way they can't draw cards. That seems fine for me.
Repent.
I'm still getting a decent amount of damage to the face here. If they have the Duskbreaker that deals 3 damage to everything, I'm gonna be in trouble here. Alright, they're just healing a bunch. I 10 out of 10 just play Fungalmancer and smash them to crap here, right? Just like not close. This guy gives his adjacent minions +2/+2.
Repent.
Maybe I should have put Fungalmancer over here, so that way this would live through the dragon, and this would live through the dragon too. Yeah, I should have put Fungalmancer over here, I think. This made my taunt minion bigger, but I think it was better to play around the Duskbreaker, which is one of the better cards they could have had there. Yeah, I should have done it on the Spellbreaker. And like, again, there's so many of these little things that really matter when you're playing games like this that are just like sequencing decisions that would never come up in Magic. And while I don't want to draw Hearthstone or Magic are better or worse than one another, I think the way Hearthstone forces you to think with the games, and also like the way the pacing of Hearthstone works, where you have to make moves in a certain amount of time, I think it definitely can help you be a better Magic player, being familiar with the dynamics of how this game works. Man, I haven't played against this much Paladin in a while. I guess there's probably a lot of it up here at rank 5. If you're running into a lot of Paladin, Spell Hunter is a great choice. The deck's very good against Paladin. I'm gonna keep this. Firefly's pretty good here, getting a solid base going. See if they're even, odd, or Murloc Paladin. So again, so looks like they're even Paladin, so they get a 1-cost power. Yeah, I agree, Sky. They're different games, but learning one can make you better at the other. They gonna coin out a 2-drop here? Looks like it.
It's time for a little blood.
So what I want to do here, I can't trade in here profitably. The Hunter deck gives you a ton of small sequencing decisions that you can easily mess up. Yeah, I think it's double 1-drop, hit their face. Just let them like eat a 1-drop of their choice here. And then like next turn I can Maul or Direwolf Alpha depending on what's better. The Maul is better resource efficiency. So like if I Maul next turn, I can go Direwolf Champ Power the following turn, which is nice. Just like get max resource efficiency out of it basically. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go, ooh, that's pretty appealing. So now I'm gonna do this, eat here, smack here.
Put this apple on your head.
Reporting for duty.
Knife Juggler's kinda gross, but I have this to clean up with it. And like now, I get to go play this out, play my Maul, and then this can trade here, and then my Maul can eat here, and then I can go 3 upstairs. The Hearthstone Twitch extension is A+, definitely the case. Thanks everyone for hanging out here tonight. I do appreciate it. We're just playing a couple of Hearthstone decks to wrap up the stream. Played a bunch of Modern earlier in Magic, and then I'll end up on my YouTube channel, of course. Consecration's pretty good here. I'm gonna kill my board and deal me some. That being said, I get the initiative again here to reap. Yep, that's... It's important to remember you don't have to use your weapon every single turn, and when you're on your last durability, often it's better to wait. Because unless you're close to burning your opponent out, you want to wait to use your weapon to clear their minions out that they put into play.
Reporting for duty.
I think we're in a position, double the damage of your, well, that's just a 7/7, all right. So I think I'm gonna go play this, freeze here, play Fungal Mancer in the middle, smash you for this. I think I'm just gonna keep their Silverhand recruits down. I've got a lot of power in play here. That's kind of unfortunate for us. We played an elemental last turn. Oh no! We don't have 8. We're 1 off. That's so sad. That's so sad.
Not all who wander are lost.
This would have been so good if we could play it. I'm not going to attack these in here because I don't want to trade all 3 of these for their 7/7, their 3/7. Yeah, I just want to play the 7/7 there for sure. Not close.
Reporting for duty.
So I assume this is going to eat one of my guys here, and then I can play the wolf to finish this off. It's going to do, give your minions +1 attack. Well, that's pretty good. So now I can do this, which seems great. This, and I'm going to get to clean their board out really nicely here. So this trades here, this eats here, and then I smash upstairs. I guess maybe I could. Nah, I want to smash upstairs. I finally took a beat at Hearthstone after you started streaming it, and now I can't stop playing my budget elemental mage deck. It's a lot of fun, and the biggest thing that strikes me awesome about Hearthstone, the way the legendary. I mostly play on my tablet, Proxytron. When I'm not streaming, 99% of my Hearthstone is done on my Android tablet. Their mobile clients are A+, and your account is shared between them. I play a little bit on my phone too, but I have, it's not down here. I have an 8-inch Android tablet that I play mostly on. Oh yeah, so again, my sequencing on which side of this matters. It's this very little thing that adds up. Avenging Wrath is gonna mess me up here. I need to finish this. I have an 8-8. I have a 7/7 though. Huh. I think I'm gonna get my taunts out here rather than play this. I don't know, that might be wrong. Woo! Can we just talk about how great Stonehill Defender is? Because there are so many random legendaries and stuff that Stonehill picks up. It's so fantastic. It's so fantastic. Oh, yeah. Good. Look at all these legendaries that weren't in my deck a second ago. Prince was pretty impressive this game. We were talking about if we're not sure if Prince is worth it, but like, he's made some big booms. Yeah, you got a chain gang, enjoy.
Reporting for duty. Put your faith in the light. Reporting for duty.
So this deck list I'm playing is one that one of my subscribers sent in to me. The only change we made was we cut Iron Rush Wolf, or whatever that card is, the 3/1 charge. We replaced them with Stonehill Defenders, but there's probably a few different things you could change to optimize this deck list a little bit.
I wonder.
So they're gonna get to eat this here, but now we get to equip a big sword. Get to speak softly while we carry this big stick. That's pretty brutal. Means I don't have a minion to finish this off. I think we're actually gonna lose this game. It's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, I think we're dead. This has taunt, right? That is taunt.
Justice.
So I need to kill this, and then I can do this and play this. But we're definitely not in a good spot.
Well played.
Gross. Is this the BM before we? Yeah, we're dead. All right, it wasn't BM. They had to go through it. Good game. That was a close one. All right, let's play one more game with the Paladin deck here, and then we're gonna try some Q block that somebody sent in. So again, if you're interested in having me play one of your Hearthstone standard decks on stream, for any subscribers to the channel, it's a $10 donation. I'll play your deck for minimum 45 minutes on stream. Any standard legal Hearthstone deck, jump in and play it in ranked for a while. Okay, another Warlock. This is likely Q block, which is the deck we're probably playing next. This is a pretty easy throw it all back, right? We just want some 1-drops here while we're the aggressive deck. Not only do cards that generate cards not originally in your deck provide good entertainment and interesting gameplay, I think cards that generate cards that weren't originally in your deck actually increase the skill intensity of the game that you're playing, because at least in Magic, a lot of the times players fall into just knowing play patterns with cards that they've played a lot. So by forcing players to play with cards they're not familiar with in different situations, the play patterns are more dynamic, which allows players that are actually better at playing card games to leverage their skill more. This is one of our best cards in this matchup. A Persip with the $10 donation. Thank you very much for that. Prince Liam, Odd Paladin, Hearthstone Pro Qualifier. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'll get that added in there. I appreciate the support. So I could take another Stonehill Defender here, but I think I should probably just take the Trian. We probably want this as a piece of top end against this control deck here. Hello, Declan. Did you escape from the upstairs? You can sit with me if you're nice, okay? This is gonna be...
Rejects the lich.
Tainted Zealot is interesting.
Mommy, I'm nice, mommy, nice. I got that. You are mommy, mommy, nice.
Mommy said you're nice and you can come downstairs. Give our minions Divine Shield. That's pretty good.
Whoa. A card game?
It is a card game. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and play Dire Mole here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play Dire Mole, yep. I'm gonna play the Hammer, which gives them all Divine Shields.
Huh?
Hammer, yep. Watch, we're gonna hammer him. Ready? Hammer! Got him. What's my favorite class? I've really been enjoying Spell Hunter.
Down two.
Shudderwalk is really sweet. It's a deck I've been. That one's gonna win? You think so? No, we don't want that one to win. We want Daddy to win.
Oh. I'm gonna pick that one.
Oh, you want to be in front? All right. So, I unfortunately don't have a way to silence this. Do I want to just call to arms here? I think I want to just call to arms here.
That change. That me.
That is you over there. Yep. You got to be quiet if you want to sit with Dad. Otherwise, you got to go back upstairs. Okay?
Oh.
You want to listen to the headphones? The sounds are pretty cool. All right, I think we're gonna get kind of... Oh, my sequencing here is bad. I guess I'll lead on this in shame. I probably should have played this and started crunching them upstairs. Thanks for the bits, Ashiok. Yeah, that's a Defile. Not sure that we're gonna be able to come back from Defile into Void Lord here. So that 2/2 that they had in play, when it dies, it grabs a random demon out of their deck. And this is a 3/9 demon with Taunt that when it dies, it summons 3 1/3s with Taunt. So we're just gonna play all of these out.
It says right here.
And then we're gonna play Divine Favor to just gas back up here a little bit. Silence Owl is pretty good.
Whoa.
I don't get money if you're using an ad blocker, Avian, but you're a subscriber. You should not feel bad about ad blocking on the videos. Subscribing to my stuff gives me infinitely more dollary dues than really, you think so? So I'm gonna go ahead and juggler into Owl, which will silence this.
My turn.
It's Daddy's turn. I'm sorry.
My turn. Mine. Sorry. You get that one. You get that one. You get that one.
We're gonna smash him. Ready? Oh, not with that one. We're gonna smash there. Then we're gonna go smash. Then we're gonna go smash. End turn.
I got you.
We got him. Yep. This is a 5/7 with charge. We might be able to grind through this on the back of... No, it's not a Defile. That's a beating.
Oh, wow.
Declan, you can't yell. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go upstairs, buddy.
Whoa. Look, I got all the bad guys. Got all the bad guys.
They're bad guys.
Deep bad guy too. Deep bad guys.
So I think we just Prince here, which I guess this makes Call to Arms a lot better, right? Because there's only 3 2-drops left in my deck now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Champions Maul here
Gonna get hand too.
and smash their 2/1.
Reporting for
I
duty.
told you you couldn't come down here.
No, I see that.
All right, buddy. I think it's time to go back upstairs with mommy.
No.
You like the sounds?
Can you hang out until he's back?
Yeah.
I think they're here.
Okay, you stay down here. But you have to be good.
Yeah. It looks like we're dead here. I have the Sunkeeper to like make all of our things
Whoa.
make all our things match theirs, but
That turn.
Dead's turn. Yep. I don't think that Sunkeeper is gonna be quite enough here.
It's 2 bad guys. The 2 bad guys.
Because I can go smash,
Mash.
and then I can smash through some of these.
Mash.
I guess we're technically not dead on board, right?
Look at the mash. Look at the mash. Look at the mash. That's what the mash.
We smash. Yep.
Oh, you get up there.
Yep. Gotta put the microphone up. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's gonna flash.
Yeah, got smashed.
Man, mash.
We lost, Declan.
I got that one.
We lost a star.
Uh-oh.
We lost.
Aww.
Aww.
That's Bye Gwen.
I turned part of the overlay off so you could see Declan because the frame was blocking him. And he's adorable. Are you adorable? Uh-huh. So, the Prince deck was actually kind of neat. Prince felt like it gave the deck kind of some interesting late game longevity. Just like the average card quality of different legends felt kind of sweet. I definitely think like adding some just like higher quality in general cards to this deck is probably a little bit better. Like Stonehill Defender, for instance, is a pretty easy include.
Let down.
I wouldn't hate another Fungalmancer just because like Fungalmancer's pretty good with the 1-drops when we don't drop Prince.
No, my turn.
You think that's how we should change it? Okay, sweet. So we'll have another Prince deck in the future. All right, so
I got that